All right. Big shout out to the collie for bringing this interesting topic to the equation. The question is, why didn't Lupe Fiasco achieve major mainstream extended success? Now, to Lupe's credit, he has some platinum plaques. He has some accomplishments. His first two albums were dope. Food of Liquor and The Cool. Very dope records, man. I still play it to this day. But going on into the 2010s is where you start seeing things start to dwindle for him. And what are some of the possibilities? And I'm going to give you the main reason why. The main reason why I think Lupe shine started to pretty much dimmer is when he went at Barack Obama. Now, keep in mind, this is around when Obama was the man. This was Teflon Obama. Nobody wanted to say nothing bad about Obama. If you said anything bad about Obama, you was called a sellout. You was called a right winger, similar to what you was doing today. It seemed as though when Obama got in there, we went from fighting the power to wanting to be a part of the power. Because, this was historic. We never had a black president. This was something you could tell your grandkids and your future grandkids about. We had a black president. So black people were obsessed with protecting the imagery of Obama. And a lot of the stuff that he was passing his policies went swept under the rug. Because it got to the point where you couldn't criticize Obama. Or you was met with shame in your community. So Lupe Fiasco, if you really look back, how many militant type records did you hear when Obama was in there? And we're not talking about cry out records or anti-police brutality records, but records against the government. Because there was a mad diss songs towards George Bush. There was a lot of diss songs towards Bill Clinton. Lupe Fiasco is the only one that really took that ahead. And the results was he lost a lot of friends. He lost a lot of partnerships. He got kicked off the stage doing one performance after he performed the song's Word That I Said on stage. It hurt him. It hurt him in a lot of ways because this was Teflon Obama. Niggas couldn't say nothing bad about Obama. And then what started happening after Lupe started to dimmer out? Then the J. Cole started coming in. The Kendrick Lamar started coming in. The Drake start coming in. You had a new crop of rappers bringing that type of lyricism with fun flavor to the table. And the difference was with Lupe and them, they also had big money marketing machines behind them. We talking Drake with Universal Cash Money. We talking J. Cole with Jay-Z. We talking Kendrick Lamar with Dr. Dre at Aftermath and Jimmy Iovine. Lupe, on the other hand, was also battling the 360 deals. He was at war with Leor Cohen. So he didn't have that backing. And his attitude didn't help none either, because Lupe's attitude, he comes across as this self-pompous, pseudo-righteous know-it-all. Like, you can't tell him nothing. He knows everything. And a lot of that stuff he was saying about the George Zimmerman Trayvon trial and the Iggy Azalea controversy, I did not like. That's where a lot of people stopped fucking with him. And plus, his music wasn't starting to hit like that. Like, he was just rapping because he wanted to show that he's smarter than everybody else in the class. That's what he started to do. And in return, he started losing support. Musically, he started declining, but whereas you had Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole, they started improving. Like, Lasers should have been an album to catapult Lupe to the next level, because what they really wanted a mainstream platinum hit. And he said he was willing to do it. He said he was willing to do the Airplane, the B.O.B. type records and stuff, but he was also smart enough to look at the paperwork, and that's when the 360 started coming involved. And he spoke out openly about that. Now, J. Cole even admitted he signed the 360 deal with Roc Nation because he felt at the same time he could recoup. He could also recoup, and He also has the advantages of getting a lot of those samples off that Forest Hill Drive joint clear. So it has his advantages. He has the label playing to his demands, and plus he sold out tours. Lupe, on the other hand, came from a different type of cloth. So that's what I think what happened with Lupe Fiasco. Like mainly the Obama thing was the icing on the cake. Then he went at the small hats. When the small hats tried to call him out for being anti-Semitic with that freestyle he did off a nerd joint, and he went back and forth with Alan Grunblatt. I think that sealed him. So basically he just putting out music whenever he want. You can just see him playing with samurai swords and watching anime and all that stuff. I mean, that's just what he does. He puts out projects when he feel like it. So basically he's just an independent entity, but his days of being on the majors are done pretty much. But that's my opinion on what happened with Lupe Fiasco. I mean, the Obama thing, that played a heavy role. Like, he went at Teflon Barack. He didn't go with the Barack that we know now, but he went at the nigga that just got in there. So nobody was feeling that. But let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.